Arthritis includes over 100 different diseases and impacts 1 in 4 adults, half of all seniors, and hundreds of thousands of children. If you are a yoga teacher, you have students with arthritis, even if you don't know it. Students you have now will develop arthritis over time. Without proper adaptation, yoga can exacerbate arthritis symptoms and cause harm. Students with arthritis can also feel alienated by yoga teachers who don't understand. Most yoga teachers have not been trained to keep students safe who are living with joint disease. This training offers an evidence-based, heart-centered, biopsychosocial spiritual approach to help yoga teachers better understand and meet the needs of students with arthritis in general and or specialized classes. Dr. Steffany Moonaz is a yoga researcher, yoga teacher, yoga therapist, and educator who has focused on the use of yoga to help manage arthritis and chronic pain for the past 20 years. This program is offered online with self-paced and live formats, so you can choose how you want to learn. Here is what former participants have said about this training.
The best product that Yoga for Arthritis has, I think, is the teacher training. And it is a training that I recommend to all teachers right out of your 200 hour, or if you're a yoga therapist and you haven't had the training, it doesn't matter where you are in your yoga journey. It is a vital training to know how to adapt poses intelligently.
I was diagnosed with a form of inflammatory arthritis when I was 18 called axial spondyloarthritis, or AS for short, which is a lot easier to remember. Yoga's been a huge part of me recovering a better quality of life, and I've seen it transform lives of hundreds of people living with AS. And I know the power that yoga can bring for all populations living with arthritis. People are coming to your classes whether you know it or not with arthritis, with chronic pain, so having the skill set to work safely with them is really key. You can also broaden your career as a yoga teacher. We live in this oversaturated yoga market where there's competition wherever we look, and having something you can specialize in, you can do specialized classes, workshops, one-to-ones, is so valuable. So I couldn't recommend this training enough. The faculty at Yoga for Arthritis are world class. They've worked with Johns Hopkins, and Steffany Moonaz is such a wealth of knowledge, as is the rest of the faculty.
I think that the most important service Yoga for Arthritis provides is hope, really emphasizing in a most ethical and responsible way that Yoga for Arthritis is not a replacement for medical care or supervision, but rather that the practices are complement to medical care. And most importantly, the Yoga for Arthritis approach sees and honors the whole person. It follows what's known as the Koshik model in yoga, and it addresses all layers of the mind, the body, and the spirit. This can be lacking sometimes in the Western approach to health conditions. And when people experience holistic self-care or self-awareness, it's often an eye-opener. It can be profound.
It really did change my life for the better a lot, because my journey with arthritis is what inspired me to teach yoga, but my journey with Yoga for Arthritis is what gave me the skills really to do that, to be able to connect with people through yoga in a way that was helpful and empathetic and met their needs as people who live with arthritis as well.
What I appreciate most about this training is the confidence that I gained in working with students with mixed abilities. Beginning my teaching practices with students who were coming into my classes and having chronic pain, specifically around arthritis, I didn't really have the confidence in how to work with these students or make sure that they were safe, and often had a lot of anxiety myself about the students coming into my class. So in taking this level 1 training and gaining more information about the impact of arthritis on our physical, emotional, and spiritual health and wellness, and learning how to apply the yogic principles to developing a class structure for my students, really helped to build my confidence. And so now I primarily teach students who have arthritis and other chronic pain. And it just has made me, I think, a yoga teacher, and then ultimately towards my journey of becoming a yoga therapist. So hopefully you will join us on this this journey in supporting the health and well-being of our beautiful, 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 beautiful people. Be well.
I was so excited to see this work being done because I myself live with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. And so to hear that yoga had been adapted for people like me, it was the first time that I really had seen that. I had for a long time felt like there was this idea of what yoga could be or should look like, and it never felt like my body fit into that. So when I heard this practice, it almost felt like a practice that was being made for me.
Hi, I'm Dr. Steffany Moonaz. I founded Yoga for Arthritis because the findings from our initial randomized control trial at Johns Hopkins were so compelling that I didn't want them stuck in the ivory tower or in a peer-reviewed research journal. I wanted this information to be out in the world where it could directly benefit people who are living with arthritis and chronic pain. We hope that you'll join us in one of the formats that's currently available. The Level 1 training can be taken live online via Zoom, taught by me and with a cohort of other students. It's also available in a self-paced version where you can move through the material in your own time with interaction and feedback from me along the way. The two versions of the training have identical content and competencies, and they are both recognized for continuing education credit by Yoga Alliance and the International Association of Yoga Therapists. In the past decade plus, we've trained over 1,000 yoga teachers who have been profoundly changed by the experience, both in terms of their teaching and professional work, and also personally, especially because over half of our trainees are living with arthritis and chronic pain themselves. These teachers span in age from their 20s to their 80s, in time zones across the globe, and we hope that you would like to join them.
Thank you everyone for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you'd like to learn more about the Yoga for Arthritis teacher trainings, then click the links in the description. Have a great rest of your day and take care.